Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding, and tonight we got a very special guest, Nazareth High School Great and Westbury College Standout, and now the chairman of the Brothers Gonna Work It Out Foundation, my guy, Jonathan Anderson. Let's do it. Oh yeah, and tonight's show is sponsored by Styles by Nita and Unique Creations. Let's do it.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped out into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
What's up, man?
Nothing, man. I'm chilling, man. It's hot day.
Huh?
On this hot day, I'm chilling.
That's good, my brother. That's good. Thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man. You know?
Don't worry about it. Listen, for you, I'll do an extra day, man. So, we don't usually go on Thursdays, but, you worth it, man.
No doubt. I appreciate it.
No doubt. So let's get right to it, man. My first question is always ask everyone is, who introduced you to the game?
My brothers. I'm the youngest of 5. And, like, my brother next to me was a real big influence on me, my brother Mark Anderson. He played at Nazareth first. He played at Naz first back in the days with Stu Granger. He's a couple years younger than Stu, but he was in there. So my mother used to go to the games all the time. So I used to go with her. And from right then, that's when I fell in love with basketball, man. And also, Vinny Johnson too. Vinny's from my neighborhood. So I used to watch Vinny play against my older brothers and stuff like that in the park when it was just half-court games. So,
right.
I couldn't even get on the court back then. I was shooting in the garbage cans and stuff like that. So those are like the big influence in the neighborhood and stuff like that. But definitely my brothers, man. My brothers are the ones that, that I looked up to coming up.
Facts. And what was your first team that you was on?
My grammar school team. We was Our Lady of Loretto. We had a crew, son. We had a crew. It was me, my man Vince Jackson, who went to Bishop Ford. He played at AIC. My man Tyler, Tooth.
Yes.
BC. He was on the team. He played at Lockland. Then they had my man Leroy Hodge. Remember Leroy Hodge?
Yes. Yeah.
He went to grammar school with me.
Wow.
Yeah, our grammar school team was tough, man. Also, we had this other kid named Ephraim Johnson. He went to Bishop Ford. Then he went to this school called Fairs Academy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about Fairs Academy.
Oh man, Fairs was a school in
coached by the great Ray Haskins. All right.
Right. And also, I forgot the guy's name. Jeffrey L. Opened the school. He opened the school, and it was for kids. He had a vision. I give it to him. He had a vision. They had a tough team too in there. We used to make jokes about Fairs though. We used to call about fail every subject. So, they didn't like that, but they used to take it out on people on the court.
There you go. Keep that ass whipping.
Yeah. They had a crew. But my grammar school team, we was tough, man. We won like 30 in a row, 7th, 8th grade and stuff like that. And then I always said my grammar school team, we should have stayed together and went to the same high school. But we all split up and went different directions. Yeah, definitely.
So you was a Catholic school guy from the beginning.
From the beginning, from the jump. My moms ain't play that, man. I had to wear shirt and tie and shoes, man, and walk down the block to school, man. But it gave me a strong foundation. It gave me discipline, you know, when I was young, you know. So it was good. You know, we used to Catholic school boys in grammar school, but we used to play public school teams all the time. We used to play in 55. We used to beat people so bad they used to kick us out of the tournaments, man. We used to beat. They used to say we was too old. They couldn't find out we was the young ones in the crew.
Wow.
Yep.
That's dope.
Yep.
So since you already mentioned it, Vinny Johnson was the best guy in your neighborhood?
No. No.
He wasn't the best player?
No. It was players used to bust Vinny Johnson's butt, man. It was
like who?
What was this brother name? He used to live right on McDougal Street. I wish my brother was here to tell you. He this kid was tough, man. You know, when you're playing in the streets, you always gonna run against somebody that's gonna give you fits. You know, it was this dude named Gigi Beckton too. Gigi Beckton. He used to babysit me. He played at Marist College. He was tough too. I used to watch him when I was young, jog around the block with boxing gloves on and a basketball. That's how he used to get his handle done and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was, man, because like I said, it was a little half court thing across the street, so everybody used to play there. But it was one brother, I forgot his name, he used to kill everybody in the neighborhood, man. He used to kill everybody in the neighborhood, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Said Pat said me and Jonathan played PIA together when we was in junior high school, or PAL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Pat.
The little Pat Alphonse in the building. What up, Steph?
No doubt, my man Pat. Me and Pat met through the janitor in the school named Will. Will was the janitor, and he put us together, right? And we started playing, and I was a year ahead of Pat, so we started playing in citywide PAL. We started winning all of those, and Will's the one who put Unity Warriors together in Brevoort.
Wow.
That's when we started in Brevoort through Will. And
wow.
We had a crew.
Willie Brown, salute Willie Brown.
No doubt. We had a crew in Brevoort. It was called the Unity Warriors, man. People used to come out to watch us, baby. Word. Now, our first year, I think we won the chip. No, we lost the chip the first year. We lost the chip the first year. Then we came back. That's when we got Mo Curry.
Right.
Antoine Lewis.
Right.
But the nicest cat on the team was this kid named Jerry Anderson.
Yes, Jerry was nice.
Jerry was a monster, yo.
Right.
6'9" with a jump shot, dunk on everybody. Yo, we had Todd, right? We had Todd.
Right.
Remember Terrence? Bless.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, T. Nuki played with us.
Yeah.
Nuke played with us. We had a crew, man. We had a crew. Word. And we used to play at night. We used to love coming to the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Word. Sonny Lewis.
That's right. Salute.
We won it back to back. We was going for a three-peat, and Sonny jerked us in 21 Park. I think Todd hit the game winner. He said no basket. And it was a semifinal game, and we lost. Wow.
Oh, okay, because it wasn't against us. Did we beat y'all?
I think it was against y'all. It was that semifinal game.
That's when we went on and won a championship. We beat Troy and them.
Right. We lost to y'all in the semifinal game in 21.
Right.
It was getting dark, and I think Todd was a follow-up or something, and he missed. And went crazy. He was from Brevoort. He played with us. First he played with the house team, then he came with us. I think he still live in the void too. He went bananas in there, yo.
Pat said house team. Listen, man. Yo, at the end of the day, if it was the house team, we would have won it the first year. Well, actually, did I play the first year? I went to college and left, so I didn't play in the championship.
Right. See,
And then I stayed the next year. Facts.
Right. Cause one year I think we all left and went to school. We went to college, and that's when them stepped in, Bud and all of them. Bud played. Right. One year too, because we all left and went to school and stuff.
Right.
And I think they had won it. I don't know why. It was second place or something. I come home, everybody, Will got. I said, "Where my trophy at?" He's like, "I gave it away, man." I said, "Oh well, yeah, man." But those were the days, man. Those were the days.
So you knew early on you wanted to go to Nazareth.
Oh yeah, from the jump. There was no other school, man. I used to walk in that gym and watch Stu Granger play against Monte Christie, man. They used to play against Tony Red Bruin and Vern Fleming. Man, Stu was so fast, man. And Naz was a small court, but to me, it was huge. And, Stu was a monster in high school, man. And I was like, and then my brother was on the JV team, and they was gonna move him up, but he had knee surgery. So he had set out for the rest. But from the jump, it was Nazareth, man. No other school, man.
You played JV?
I played see, in Catholic school, you played freshman, JV, and varsity. So I played all of them. My freshman year, I killed my freshman year because, I should have been playing varsity from the jump. But I played freshman ball, then I played JV. Like my freshman year, they moved me up to JV at the end of the season. And the same thing they did in my JV year. They moved me up to varsity and stuff like that. I remember one time, told me straight in my face at Nazareth when I was a freshman, Dick Bavetta, the referee. His daughter Michelle went to the school. So he used to come to the games all the time. He told me, he said, "Yo, you should be playing varsity." And I was a freshman. He said, "Yo, you should be playing varsity, man." But Nazareth also was a lot of politics back then, man.
Right.
It was a bunch of politics in Catholic school, man. You know how that went back in the days. Catholic and public.
You played for Ted Gustis?
My senior year was Ted's first year. Because I was going to transfer, man. I was transferring because Marty Harrison had quit. He quit the team, the coach. And I was like, "Yo, I'm out. I'm leaving." So I was getting ready to go to military school. I was going to follow my brother. My brother went to military school. He went to St. John's Military Academy in Wisconsin. And I was going to go there. But Gustis came. And I was like begging my moms, "Please, please, it's a black man. I want to play for him." I heard about him and, how he changed players and stuff. So my mom's was like, "All right, you can stay." And, I played for Gustis. Gustis is the first black coach in the CHSAA. Word. That's one of my mentors. Salute to Ted, man. Ted was that dude, man.
Yeah, we're trying to get him on the show still.
Yeah. I'll reach out to him too. But Ted was the man. Because Rob was a freshman. Rob Phelps was a freshman. I was a senior. Phil Hayes was a junior and stuff like that. We were, they were young, but Gustis let me rock, man. He let me rock. He changed my whole game, man. If I had Gustis my freshman year at Naz, man, skies would have been the limit, man.
Wow.
Gustis was that dude, man.
How much you average your senior year?
21. 21, average 21. From 11 my junior year to 21 my senior year.
Stem said, "How did you manage to get the 5 stars to 8th grader?"
I was going to Nazareth, right? I was going to Naz, and my brother took me up to Naz. Now, at that time, that's 83, 82, 83. Naz is still hot off of the state championship and stuff. Harrison was a coach up at 5-star. So with me coming into Naz, he let me go to 5-star with him and stuff like that. So I was in the bunk, man. I was the only 8th grader. It blew my mind.
Who was there?
Check out who was there, yo. In the bunk, it was like 6 of us in the bunk. Magic went to BU from Connecticut. Grandpa went to from Christ the King. It's a whole bunch of other Nazareth heads. But Ed Davender was up there. Eric Johnson was up there. Boo Harvey was up there. Mel Kennedy was up there. This kid from Camden, New Jersey, John Wall, he got MVP. Yo, I played in the younger division, but at night when the older cats played, it was incredible. And yo, I ain't gonna lie, son, Boo Harvey, son, and he was just a rising junior at the time.
Right.
Boo Harvey put on shows, y'all.
Wow.
I ain't gonna never lie, man. Boo Harvey. You know who else was up there? John Johnson.
Oh yeah, it's my guy. Yep. Virginia Great. Yep.
Yeah, John
Johnathon.
It was done, but all Americans up there, man. Word, future pros, man. I was like, yo, 5-star what? Word. That's why you couldn't tell me nothing when I came back home. I thought I was
right.
Word. Word.
And you could walk around with that 5-star t-shirt, which was exclusive, right? You couldn't just buy it at a store back then.
Son,
you had to go to the camp.
Man, listen, I framed my 5-star shirt. I framed my 5-star shirt. Word. Who was it like? Yo, when we used to play against the variant, yo, it was crazy.
You see Stem?
Yeah, I see Stem.
Yeah.
When we played Zavarian, right? Zavarian and Nazareth, the white boys used to fight each other all the time. Nazareth and Zavarian. So the neutral courts was in Kingsborough. So we had to play at Kingsborough. So that crew, Jimmy Jack, John Shell, Cornelius, Corn was the man. Corn lived out in Bushwick. That was my man. We used to battle with them all the time because the white boys in the stands be going crazy, crazy. They used to beat us, but we used to go at it with them. It changed when Gustus came. When Gustus came, they started killing everybody. Nazareth started beating everybody. But when we played Zavarian, the games was tough. The white boy Jimmy Jack was tough, man. He was tough. But back then, Catholic school, man, it wasn't watered down, brother. Every night. My junior year, Jason Williams was at Christ the King. Malik Sealy at Tarleton. That Malloy team was a pro team.
Right.
Then you had Christ the King with my man Jamal Faulkner and what's my other man name? Carlos. Carlos was there. Los was there.
Yes.
But what was crazy about the Catholic School League back then, all the brothers knew each other.
Right.
We all knew each other because of how it was, how I can say, especially at Nazareth. Nazareth was my freshman year was so segregated. It was crazy, crazy. High school period back in the 80s was crazy. If you went out of your neighborhood, it was segregated. So all the brothers knew each other, and then also playing, outside ball, because I played gauchos too, my senior year and stuff. So I knew all the Catholic school guys. So it was cool. But the 80s was rough, man. You had to come ready to ball, man.
Wow. Who'd you play with on the gauchos?
Oh, I played Jamal Walker, Arnold Bernard. I came off the bench with them dudes. Them dudes, sometimes I wouldn't even get no burn. They put me on the Gaucho B team. Because the Gaucho thing, I got recruited by the Gauchos from Fred. Fred, bless his soul. Fred seen me play at Fordham Prep, and he asked me to come down. And, I would go once in a while because I hated that ride from Brooklyn all the way up to the Bronx. And it was across the street at the time in that little gym.
Right.
Fifth across from Kennedy Center. And everybody was getting dunked on in there, man. The gym was small. I would go in there and play, but I wasn't from the Bronx, so they didn't really rep me too much. So I played on the B team. and stuff. But the B team used to beat the A team. We used to scrimmage in the gym. We used to kill them. Jonathan
Wow.
was down. They, you know, that was that gaucho team. Billy Singleton, all of them. That was that gaucho team back then. Yeah, man. Yep,
How was Carl Beckett and Nick Sanders at CK?
They wasn't there. Carl Beckett, I don't know. Yeah, Carl played. Carl played my senior year. Yeah, he played. Carl was all right, but it was the Jamal Faulkner show, man.
That's right. That's right.
Jamal Faulkner.
Well, I'm still trying to get in contact with to this day.
I always see Jamal at Old Timers in Brownsville, but I know it ain't gonna be no Old Timers this year.
Oh no, that's dead.
Yeah, that's dead.
Partner pun.
That was
no pun intended.
That was gonna be dead before this coronavirus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So nah.
So what was the highlight of your career? Like, who ass did you bust to let you know you was ready to go to college?
Yo, you want to know the truth? In Catholic school?
That's all I want to know.
Catholic school? Everybody got it. Everybody, man. I'm telling you what happened was Gustus showed me how to do that pull-up jump shot. I always had a jump shot, but he used to show me how to pull up and shoot it. And remember, when I was in high school, it wasn't no threes.
Right.
Threes.
Right. We didn't have that, yeah.
Right, we ain't had no threes yet. So in high school, you know, we wasn't that good, but man, they knew I was giving it to them, son. We was going at it. But the toughest opponent, you know, if anybody said around that time, it was Chips, man. Kenny was a monster, man.
But you didn't guard him. You didn't go. I'm talking about somebody who guarded you and you guarded them.
Oh. Well, we were so slow as a team, coach, they let us go man to man. We played zone. So whoever held me man to man, it was a problem. But we didn't really play man to man too much, you know, because Phil and Paul and all of them, they were young, you know, so they didn't learn the concept till they got older too. So, and then Gustus, when he came into Nazareth, he felt some type of way as being the first coach, so he let all the seniors play.
Right.
He let them start, and they, you know, they was kind of weak. And then in the middle of the season, he said, "Later for this," and he started Phil. He started Rob. You know, it was like, nah, later for this, they got to play. And then that's when we started turning it up a little bit. But it was too late for me. I was graduating. But
right.
Everybody I played against, I went at hard. Man. I was like, I'm gonna get mine, man.
That's real.
No doubt.
That's real. So, who do you start your game after?
That's a good question, man. You know who I used to like, man? Defensively, and it's crazy, and I'm gonna say this because he was on the same level as me, and a lot of people don't like to, you know, acknowledge when you looked at somebody that you played against that was tough. You know what was tough, man? Carlton Screen, Paco was tough, man. Pac was tough as defensively. He was quick with his hands. So defensively, I always tried to look at him and stuff like that. But
Salute Paco.
Yeah, definitely. But offensively, and you know, back then I didn't look at too many pro players neither, man. I didn't really look at. It was the college level that I looked at, man. Like I said, Stu Granger. I used to like from Maryland, Len Bias, man.
Yes, who was a beast.
He was a beast, man. He could shoot it, man, and do everything. I wasn't built like him, but you know, those were the players that we tried to emulate and stuff like that, and go out and play. You know, Dr. J's my idol, you know, but definitely, you know, when he came down, we looked at college players mostly, you know, when I was in high school and stuff like that. Word.
Okay, all right. So, after Naz, what did you do after that?
Well, after Naz, what happened was Proposition 48 set in. And that messed me up because I was being recruited. By, you know, St. Bonaventure, St. Michael's, you know, big school, you know, good schools. I was being, you know, but I wasn't a good test taker. So, you know, and back then that was the first year it came out. So a lot of colleges didn't take that risk on players.
Right,
Like
right.
you sit out a year and you rock. So what I did was, you know, I played well in, check this out, I played well in the wheelchair games. Both games I had 12 points and stuff. So me and Kenny Hodge from Madison, we was recruited to Virginia State to go to Virginia State and play. But the coach didn't give us no scholarships. So we left. And I went up to Monroe Community College up in Rochester. I played in the backcourt with this kid, Trevor Ruffin, that played in the league. Trev from Buffalo, he played in the league. Me and him was in the backcourt. He played for Philly. Me and him was in the backcourt for a minute. And we played, you know, I stayed there for like almost like a year, and we played and stuff like that. Then I went off to Benedict in South Carolina. I played played a little bit there, but you know, back then, a lot of the further south you went, they discriminated against New York ball players. You know, certain plays, you know, so then I came back home. I played at Westbury for a year, then I graduated, you know. I became more of a coach and stuff like that. I lost, you know, it's crazy when they say when you take a couple months off and you lose that basketball feeling, it's hard to get back.
Right.
It's hard to get back. So, you know, that's what happened with me and stuff like that. But
you didn't play any tournaments after that?
Oh yeah, man. I used to play with my man Tooth. I used to
What up, Tooth? I think he in the building. What up, Tooth? Think of this song.
I used to come home every summer. I used to come home with Tooth. We used to play in Tillery. I used to play with Doug's crew. He had a crew. I used to play with Corey. Me and Corey used to be in the backcourt together with Doug's crew. Got you. Played in West Fourth. I played in Pro-Am with Doug and stuff like that out in Jersey. I played with Doug a couple games up at City College. You know, he used to let me rock with him and stuff. So I played, you know, I still played. I still loved the game. But, you know, my thing was I just picked the wrong school, man. You know, I picked the wrong schools. If I had a chance to do it over, I'd have settled for like a Division II, Division III. I was looking for Division I. I'm a Division.
Everybody was caught up in that back in the days. Yeah, trust me.
Yeah. You know, instead of like, because St. Michael's was on me hard because my brother went to St. Michael's. And I used to go up there every summer for camp up in Vermont, not knowing they was recruiting me. You know what I'm saying? And I was just ignoring them. I'm bigger than that. Not knowing St. Michael's. St. Michael's was top 5 in the country, Division II. You know, and I should have went there. But hey, you live and you learn, and that's why I'm doing this. Brother's gonna work it out foundation, so we can tell the young kids the mistakes we made and how we can get it popping. Sim asked how good was Tooth. Yo, my man Tooth was tough. You know why I'm laughing. Grammar school, he can ball. But he's one of those players, the older he got, the better he got. That's what I was saying. The older Tooth got, the better he got. When we got to Westbury and I was watching him play, I said, oh, shit. Tooth.
Yo, turn on the light where you at. Need some light.
Oh, okay. No doubt. Give me 1 second.
Tooth, what up, guy? Yo, what happened, man? Your man didn't get back to you, huh?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you were saying about Tooth?
Yeah, Tooth was tough, man. Tooth was tough. Yo, point guard. Yo, he was tough. We used to play all the time together and stuff. So, you know, and
who were some of the guys in that Westbury team?
My Westbury team was this kid named Spank. You know Spank?
Yeah, I know Spank.
Yeah.
He had 50. I think he had 54 on hop, some shit like that, like 52 on hop.
Let me tell you something, boy. That boy Spank can shoot that ball, man. You know, in the name of Ron Jackson, man, that boy can shoot that ball, man. We had him. We had We had this other kid named Big Mike. Mike was from out of town. A lot of our players was from out of town. I never got the chance to play with Tooth at Westbury because he had left. He had graduated already. And I was just you know, trying to do my last semester and stuff like that. But who else was on that team? We had a kid named Bill Myrie. He was all right. We had this white boy on the team named Jamie, man. He had transferred from Central Connecticut State. He was tough, man. He was tough. We had a nice little crew, man. I think that year, man, my last year, we went like 17-12, something like that.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, we went up. We beat Post and Post. We beat Southampton. We beat in the Garden. We beat Stony Brook in the Garden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Before Stony Brook was Division I, right?
Yeah, before they went to Division I. Yeah. We beat them in the Garden. So, you know, Westbury was fun, man. You know, it was just it was something to do, man. But the competition level was tough. We played a lot of teams that now are Division II powerhouses or Division I. You know, so we played. You know, we had a tough schedule. We went to Franklin and Marshall, and they were ranked #1 in the country, Division III. We played them, and we was up, and they just blew us out. But we had a tough schedule, man. We had a tough schedule.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so tell me about the Brothers Gonna Work It Out Foundation. What you guys doing over there?
The name Brothers Gonna Work It Out, you know, it comes from that movie. It's originally my brother and his brother, my brother Infinite and brother Supreme, back in the days, had a tournament called the GBLL. Brother Gary Beckton, like I said before, who went to Marist, was my babysitter when I was little and stuff. He was nice and bald. He got killed accidentally by the police back in the days. Cops came up shooting, and he riding his bike down Eastern Parkway, got shot. So my brothers and them was like, yo, you know what, man, we're going to do something for him. So he started this tournament called the GB Gary Beckton Basketball League, but it was under Brothers Gonna Work It Out. And it took a lot of the brothers. This was the early 80s. It took a lot of brothers off the streets. First All-Star game, Vinnie Johnson threw up the ball and stuff like that. Dwayne Martin played in it. Eric Johnson.
Yeah, my God, Jake. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eric Johnson played in it. So it was, you know, it was a nice basketball tournament. You know, I wish my brother and them would have kept it up. But years went on. We started, you know, in our neighborhood, we became like the tenant presidents and stuff like that. We said, you know what? We're going to take it back. We're going to do a tournament for these kids. The kids who are not stars on their teams in high school, but still can ball. So we want them to play with it, you know, play. They just did the court over across the street from us. So my brother was like, you know what? We're going to call it Brothers Gonna Work It Out. You know what I'm saying? So we started that. We was going to do something again this year, but they did it to permits and stuff like that, you know. So, but that's something that was around for a long time. And a lot of brothers, you know, older now and grandparents and stuff like that, they always talk about that. You know, the GBL, we remember that and this and that. So it's just something that I remembered because I couldn't play in it back then. I was a scorekeeper. I couldn't. I was too young. It wouldn't let me. We had to be in high school. I was like in 7th grade or something like that. So I kept the stats, and so I remember, you know, let's do this, the GBL, you know, and we, you know, I wanted to take it up another notch this year. I wanted to, like, you know, I was telling you, I wanted to get the gym inside, you know, the building, start doing SAT preps. Bring brothers in to mentor young brothers, you know, just to keep them out the streets and stuff like that, because you know what's going on out here now, man. And those are the things that, you know, we still gonna do it, but we just gotta revamp it now. It's a way that we gotta do it differently now, and you know, hopefully, you know, it'll still be successful.
That's dope, man. Well, I came out last year, man, and it was awesome. The championship game between the home team, I think the house team in Banneker.
Yeah, Banneker won it. It was a good game.
And Banneker won it. They had a great, actually had a great year last year because I invited them to play in the second annual Memorial Classic that we do for one of the guys who got murdered, right? One of my guys who used to play for me. And they won that, and then they won your championship, and they went on to beat Jefferson, boys and girls, right? They had a great year. They had a great year.
I think because of him keeping that team together and letting them play in the summertime together had a lot to do with
yes. They were used to playing with each other. Yep.
Yeah. So salute to my man Jackson, man. He's doing a great job at Banneker, man.
Yes, salute Will Jackson. That's wrong. He was going here as well. Salute my guy.
And just
all right, so go ahead.
Just like my boys from BC too, man. You know, like with Tooth and them, he keeps them together too in the summertime. And
Salute to Brooklyn Collegiate.
Right.
Trying to get him the head coach on here as well. Yeah.
And that was
so what's your perception of New York City basketball? Huh?
Say that again?
I said, what's your perception of New York City basketball today?
I think we got a lot of talented kids. But my thing is this, man, and I keep telling everybody this. I go back to the foundation of it. The educational, the Board of Ed is killing our kids on the athletic part. And people ask me why. Get rid of the regents, man. So our kids ain't got to leave the state and go somewhere else to get a high school diploma. A lot of our talent is leaving because these kids can't graduate, man. You know? And then you got a lot of kids also who are straight up spoiled. I was telling Tooth one time, I was watching these kids play, right? They come to the park. They change their sneakers. They're playing their ball sneakers. I'm like, what?
Or from slippers, the ball.
Slippers, the ball sneaker. I'm like, what? And then you got to buy them water. You got to buy them water and stuff like. I said, listen, man. When I was coming up, bro, whatever sneakers I came in the park with, those are the ones I played in. Number one. Number two, if I was thirsty after the game was over, we drank out the Johnny Pup. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things we did. But these kids now, oh man, they spoiled, man. They spoiled. But you know what? And they got now the parents take them to work out. They got trainers, and you know, I'm like, whoa. We got on the court and just played. That was our training.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy right now out here, man. But
it's a new era, man. It's definitely a new era. They got access to more things. But the one thing I want to point out is the Regents exam. There was a New York Times article written in 2012 that stated that the Regents exam was put in place to slow down the athletics in New York City. And you can look this up. Like, I don't know if it's purposely done, but it definitely happened. So, and it's in the New York Times. You can go check that out. I posted it some time back.
Oh, I believe you. Yo, I believe you. Yo, you know, I'm in the school system. You know, I was in the school system. So, I know. You know, I see it. Remember, I coach girls basketball, too. You know,
right.
That messed up athletics across the board in New York City. I've seen it firsthand. And that's my major concern right here. Because I deal with politicians all the time. And I talk to them. I say, yo, listen, y'all want to get rid of this gang violence or slow it down? Give a kid a high school diploma and make him feel good. And you'll see what he'll do with it. And you'll see what he'll do with it, man. He'll feel great. He feel that, he can move on and go to college and do something. But when a child got to take the Regents over and over again, he's going to give up, and then the streets is going to get to him. And I've seen that in basketball, man. And that's another thing about our basketball thing. This gang violence is killing our kids in the streets, man. When we was growing up, we could play everywhere because everybody knew we was ball players. But now, you got kids that's playing ball that's gang affiliated, and they can't travel everywhere now. So you don't know how good you are because you can't even leave your hood to go play against better competition. You know, so if you're not on an AAU team or you know, or doing other, it's hard to you know, it's hard to make it out here on the other side.
Wow, that's very true, man. That's very true, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. You know, a lot of people don't know, man. Some of those recent pictures that I've been putting up, my man John been, you know, slide me some history, and a lot of people out there who's been helping me, who I can't name right now, but I get hit up with everyday texts, messages, people sending me things, hitting me up on my DM. So I appreciate the basketball heads out there. I appreciate you, my brother, for giving me your time.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Keep doing what you're doing with those kids out there, man. Keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is keeping those kids off the street, man.
Definitely. But let me tell you something, Pooh. I appreciate you, bro, because this is the first time I ever, you know, spoke about my life publicly.
Wow.
You know, and I really appreciate it, man. It was like venting, man.
Gotta get it out, man. You gotta get it out, man. You listen. You want Jordan tell his story? You might as well tell yours.
Right, you gotta get it out. I see my man Spank was on. He just logged in. My man Gary Stevenson.
Okay, what up? What up, Spank?
Yeah, but yeah, I just, you know, I just seen a lot when it came to basketball, man. And you know, I just, like I said, I just, you know, if I could get one kid on the right path, then I've done my job, man. I've done my job, because once you get one, the rest, more kids are gonna follow, man. You know, so I'm not gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop. I'm always in the hood. I'm always talking to kids. You know, that's in my DNA, man. I'm never gonna stop doing that.
Well, you got a lot of kids that look up to you, man, and I want you to keep doing what you're doing. And you know, whatever we can do over here, man, just holler at me, man.
Definitely, like
brothers
I said,
for life, man. That's right.
Definitely. I gotta, like I said, we gotta revamp the whole thing with this coronavirus stuff. It's but definitely, thank you, Pooh. I appreciate it, man.
No doubt, my guy.
All right.
My man, John Anderson. Give it up, give it up.
Peace.
Let's do it.
Peace.